me let this thing count down. Let's get ready for this, man. Okay. I'm trying to see if we live. Okay. You may have poor connection by closing this. Okay, here I go. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm live like I always need to do. So this thing always pops up and tell me something weird. Facebook done made this whole little issue difficult now. Create another event. No, close. Close. Alright. Everybody already know who I am. I'm Corey. Checkmate Palmer. It's the name I came up with myself anyways. But the focus I'm doing now, I still have my podcast, Truth and Facts versus Feelings and Emotions, and of course there's still different topics, different subjects on that. So Wake Up Black Man is basically a new segment of that podcast that I'm working on, which I have another one coming called the 90-Day Challenge, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So anyways, Wake Up Black Man, I made it because there are a lot of people who grow up in the hood who are black, just like myself, and they're led down the wrong path, down the wrong direction. And they have nothing to fall to but everything they know. And me, as being a young black man, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in my life and a lot of regrets that I wish I could change. But hey, you know, failing is all a part of learning. You know what I mean? Mistakes is all a part of learning if you learn from them. And you got some people who repeat that same action hoping to get different results, which is called insanity. But when you grow up in the hood, you become a product of your environment. Now, being a product of your environment, you can either be good at it or you can be bad at it. There are good aspects of being a product of your environment. There's bad ones. Wake Up Black Man is basically telling people it's time to wake up. I mean, yeah, we had a black president. We had black leaders. We had a lot of black stuff. But now in this day and age, you got to be a boss or the person out here going to go get the bag. You out here doing stuff that's basically putting you in a worse situation than what you were before. I looked up the NAACP just to figure out, you know, what's going on. You know what I mean? Why are we always in the prison systems? Why are we always locked up? Why are we always targeted? And what do we do to change that as black men? How do we motivate the youth? You know what I mean? Then you got OGs who sit, whisper in your ear as a young child and lead you in the wrong direction and then play victim when you become what they've created. Oh, I never told them this, I never told them that. You used to have OGs who went and either became successful or did penitentiary time who actually came back and told you, hey man, you moving in the wrong direction. You smart enough to do this, you smart enough to do that. Nowadays, you don't have OGs like that. You got OGs who trying to manipulate you, keep you dumb, and keep you stupid in the same position they in. And then they still older, 45 years old, talking about they this, talking about they that, and they have not an inch of success. So as a young child growing up, you know, I had little role models in my life, little people who played their roles and played their parts. You know what I mean? But I can never say that the majority of it was positive. It was always things that would get us in the penitentiary system. I mean, they say it's a 30% chance between 20 to 29 years old as a black man that you would be in the prison system. It's a 32% chance at the age from 15 to 20 as a black man. Penitentiary. So they say out of 1 in 3 black men, most of us will wind up either in the penitentiary, on probation, or dead. I mean, does that not piss you off as a black man that if it's you and other people next to you, one of y'all are destined to go to the penitentiary? There's a high chance of that. And then people walk around. One thing that bothers me is when people brag about being in the pen. Oh, I did 15 years flat. What is that to be proud of? You wasted 15 years of your life. And I'm not saying for the people who, you know, made a mistake, because we all make mistakes, you know what I mean? And got out and made somebody themselves. But they say it's a higher chance of a person going to prison, getting out, and right back for the same thing. That's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? Where in your mind where you go through this, you're in this dark hole, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, and you can boast and brag like this is a game to you. This is fun to you. This is cool to you. You can go brag to your homeboys, man. I did 15 years here. I did 5 years here, 5 years there. Like, what kind of ignorance is that? Because to me, it's ignorance. But then again, sometimes some people have to go to the pen to wake up. Some people have to go to the pen to open a Bible, open a book, or read, or get some type of knowledge and wisdom and power in their head to where they go in a different direction. So, also it said on her, you five times more likely to get pulled over than a white person. Now let's really think about that. If I'm 5 times more likely to get pulled over than a white person, as a black man in America, why would I be dumb enough to ride with drugs in the car? Why would I be dumb enough to ride with my pistol in my car? You know what I'm saying? Why would I be dumb enough to be drinking and driving? Got my lean and my syrup up in here, and I know it's more common for a black man to be pulled over than anybody else. Wake up. Wake up. Then they, oh, well, they was harassing me. Okay, I give you that. But if you know for a fact that it's most likely that you're going to get pulled over than any other race, why would you ride dirty? And then, oh, he had no reason to pull me over. Even if he didn't have a reason to pull you over, at the same time, you riding dirty. It's ignorant. Then just like how some dudes brag about bringing a gun to the club. Come on, wake up, black man. What you got a gun at the club for? The club is for dancing, having fun, sitting in the environment, or if you trying to go just holler at some females, hey, that's you, do your thing. What you need a gun for? Only time a man needs a gun is if he trying to protect himself. Beef with somebody on something that really don't matter, or even important to even entertain. So if you know that these chances and these stakes and these risks that you have just being a black man in America, because you already know they say the system work against us, then why entertain it? Why are you doing what they want you to do? You selling drugs. Do you not know a drug dealer can be a businessman? I tell everybody that. People be like, how? For one, to be a drug dealer, you got to know product. For 2, you got to know supply and demand. For 3, you got to know how to weigh stuff. You got to know how to price it. And you got to know how to sell it. And it's something that's simple that I learned. I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and they say that the rich work for wisdom, knowledge, and power to start their own business. They don't work for money. That's why they don't care how much they're getting paid, because they have to learn it. So you take all of that about a drug dealer, and I worked at something as simple as the meat department. When you go in the meat department, they have fish, steak, hamburger meat, chicken, all these different little products, just like a drug dealer has different little products. And they know how much to sell it for. They know when it's in season. They know who needs it. And you gladly, if you work in the meat department or the deli, they give you a whole list of where this stuff is coming from, how cheap you getting it for, and how much you selling it for. These is just the deli making big money off a product, like a drug dealer, big money off a product. But they making money that the government can't come and take. You're making money where the government gonna take it, and then after that, destroy your life. Because what everybody know, whoever is a felon, it's so hard to find a job. And then nowadays, even if you do find a job, they treat you like a felon, or they want to pay you less. So how can a drug dealer be a businessman? I just gave you an example of it. Take a look at, they say be a product of your environment. Everybody from the hood know the Candy Lady house. Everybody from the hood know the Candy Lady house. She got the Kool-Aid, pickles, snacks, chips, whatever. Her money so good that sometimes you come and ask her, can you get some on credit? You ever seen the Candy Lady behind on rent? Do you ever seen eviction notice on the Candy Lady house? Nah, because she done figured it out. You looking at the big picture, the big dollars. Them nickels, dimes, and quarters add up. To the point where she done took so much of your money that you ask, hey man, let me go and get this Kool-Aid pickle and get you back on Tuesday. And she don't care, she ain't hurting because she's being a product of her environment. So yes, a drug dealer can be a businessman. It's that short, it's that easy, it's that simple. You got to open your mind to be something better than the hood. Wake up, black man. You go to the penitentiary, they mark you, they label you. They used to label the slaves with tattoos back in the day. Now they don't even have to use tattoos because you put them on yourself. So your new tattoo is that felony that's going to follow you everywhere you go. Hard to get an apartment. Hard to get a job. In their eyes, you're nothing. But wait, it's cool though. It's cool because the ladies like it. But why would you even want a woman who liked the fact that you've been in and out of the penitentiary? Why would you even want a woman that likes that? Oh yeah, girl, my nigga done did time and he done did this and he done did that. Why would you even want that? Unless you got out and you doing better. But if she just bragging on you going in and out, why would you even want that type of woman? That ain't even smart. Pimping. I talk about that all the time. People done played in that game, in and out that game. Sexual products, stuff that sells. But they exploit women to get it. How many porn stores have you seen around that still here? Strip clubs, little porno spot, got your little toys and all that. He can be a businessman. Go open your little, if you into that little freaky deaky junk, go open your little porno store. Somehow they making it. They got porno stores that done been around 20 plus years. But you want to get out here and get caught for white man slavery, get registered as a sex offender, can't even be around your kids, gotta hold a card everywhere you go because it's cool though, because the women like it. I wouldn't call them women, them are hoes. They like that. Why would you want a hoe? I would rather have a godly woman than anything, because they say you should value a godly woman because she gonna send you in the right direction. Then you got people running around with guns. Come on, black man, wake up. It's more coming for you to get killed than anybody else with a gun. We done seen videos on that. Dude got a gun and they tasered him. We got a gun. Oh man, we getting shot up like set it off. I think a coward lives behind a gun. In the Bible it says a man live by the sword, die by the sword. Now if you need a gun for protection, then okay. You need a gun to go hunting and you just like guns, then cool. But if everywhere you go you toting a strap, you giving them people more and more to, I don't know how to explain it. You giving them more to mess with you about. You giving them more to deal with you about. You setting up your own problems. And then it's sad that you can go to a black community, right? Some of them peaceful. The majority of them are not. The crime rate is high. A cop, black dude, everybody ready to march down the street. Everybody ready to run down the street. But you over here and you done killed your homeboy. Or you beefing with this dude over something stupid, because 9 times out of 10 it's always stupid. Anytime it's stupid to take a life, unless it's threatening yours and you really just gotta do what you gotta do. You run around with these guns because it's cool. I don't have a gun. Don't own one. Own one. Had one when I was younger. What are you gun for? Wake up, black man. You making yourself a target. Then you got, I asked the cat at the corner store the other day. He was sitting out there because it's sad that you go to a black community and a young cat you see out there, the first thing they ask you is what drug you need. Sit up there all day. What drug do you need? I ain't worried about the police. They sitting there profiling you. They know you selling drugs. Yeah, you got to feed your family or whatever. But I can tell you like this, as a black man, we all got black mamas who got out there and made it happen. I don't care if it was raining, she went to work. I don't care if it was snowing, she went to work. So that ain't no excuse. I don't understand that. Wake up, black man. How is the mama stronger than the son, the kings? And yeah, the money look good and sound good, but I don't want money that they can come take from me. And I have to start from scratch all over again. So I asked the young cat, why did he do it? And he said because he needed to feed his family. I said, say man, they talking about McDonald's is starting people at 15 an hour right now. Some of them 12. Oh, that ain't fast money. I need it now. Okay, go on and get your fast money since you don't want to wake up, black man, and be quick to get your ass in jail. Now, you can't get a job because you got a drug charge. They want you in the system. Now you got to try to feed your family. Now you got to turn around, try to feed the system. Because that probation going on is money. It's sad that they say 90% of black men, which I think that state is a little too high, from the ages of 15 to 29 will be on probation. What's the other one? Probation, parole, or be in prison. Within that age range. And we blame the system. And I do. I agree with you on that. But we can't just blame the system when we out there being a product of the system. We're giving them what they want. And then we sit here and say, oh, we can never do this as a businessman because the white man gonna shut us down. I'd rather the white man shut me down while I'm trying to be successful to where I can get attorneys and lawyers and fight it. And yeah, I might lose some money, but I'm still gonna have something left instead of them raiding my house and taking everything. And then when I try to fight the system, I have no money to fight it with. Wake up, black man. Back in the day when we grew up, you used to have where you speak to people. Somebody, the neighbor come by, you talk to them. Hey, how you doing? How your day going? Now you go to the hood and everybody mean mugging. What is the point of a mean mug black man and you don't even know this dude? He walking by and you just mean mugging the hell out of him. Wake up. Then you be like, why do different races treat us like this? Because you mean mugging somebody you don't know, you don't have a problem with. They ain't did nothing to you, but you got this mean mug on your face. For what? Wake up. And it's crazy because you go to a Mexican hood. Now I ain't gonna say they're better than us, lesser than us, or none of that. You got the person outside selling corn. You got them running the store. You got the person in the back making tacos. You know what I'm saying? They all together working together. Then you go right around the corner, not even too far, and the other Mexican person running the laundromat. See the difference? Ain't nobody standing outside asking what drug you need. So why don't we do that? How come the black men ain't stepped up and said, hey man, let's go, you get this corner store, I'm gonna sit back here, sell some chicken or whatever you want to sell. Oh, you got that? Hey, let me go in the front and sell some whatever. Or put the candy lady in front. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go to a Korean or Asian spot, they got the little Asian buffet. They got the Asian fish aquarium spot, some little nail salons, and all this. They got that whole strip. But what's our strip look like? We got the salon that's been shot up. We got the little barber shop where everybody always fighting at. And it's about 5 niggas or 20 niggas sitting outside. And I say niggas because that means ignorant person. Because when you do that, you are ignorant. Because you're sitting there telling the police, hey, this is what I'm doing. So yes, I will call you ignorant. You ain't got no money to get yourself out of jail. You ain't got no money to get an attorney. And why would you even have that type of money if you wasn't doing that type of stuff? Then you got, they say the most dumbest thing you can do is keep a black man's mind out of a book. They used to do it in slavery time. You read a book, they'll beat you until you dang on die. Now you can't even get a dude to go to the library. You can't even get a black dude or some black dudes to even go to college. Get a GED, do something. Wake up, black man. So mine is on that topic. Wake up, black man is on all those different topics. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't learn growing up. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of people to teach me this and teach me that. So I said, there's a book for that. If ain't nobody never taught me how to learn, there's a book for that. So I will buy as many books as I need to. Hey, how do I love this woman right? What am I doing wrong? How do I fix a car? When you go to college, they teach you. Everything in life is in a book. It's not on the video. It's not on none of that. It's all in a book. You got people who died for years trying to read a book and trying to understand. Black people trying to understand why they killing us. Oh, he getting smart. He getting smart. Come on, man. So that's my intro on that. So I will break it down a lot more on the actual podcast, but that's what I'll be talking about on Wake Up Black Man, because there's too many of us asleep. There's too many of us being content with being uncontent. Can't stick to nothing we do in life. And the sad part is, I'm so tired of hearing it. People say we cannot keep a job. Hold on one second. Jessica Marie Brooks. Random thoughts. A point that was brought up to me a while back in the hood. You see all the liquor stores on every corner, etc. But rich neighborhoods, you don't see liquor stores at all. They want to keep the middle class down. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But then again, you gotta look at it like this. Yeah, you're right. In the hood, them liquor stores are everywhere. In the suburbs, they got them. You probably got one on this block, and then for some miles and miles down, you know what I mean, you got another one. But then it goes back to what I said. You go up to the liquor store, and you got the young, hey man, I know you're going in there, man. Say, I got this, I got that, I got that. They offer you poison. They offer you the same thing that, that's killing them, that's killing the community. But it's cool though, it's gangster. And then they turn around and it's all in these rap songs, it's all in the music. They say if you want to know a person's mind, listen to the music they listen to. I mean, you gotta understand, Satan was a choir director. So yeah, Jessica Brooks, I ain't seen you in years. But yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. So if y'all want to know more, I'm going to show this video because this is the intro. It's just introducing, basically what I'm going to be talking about on Wake Up Black Man because there's too many of us sleeping. Another one that I had put in there was, sagging. How everybody say sagging and showing your booty and your underwear is cool. I don't agree with that. That was never a man's perspective. That was never even a black man's culture. That was the prison system to let people know you roll that way. You're gay. Ain't got nothing against gay people or nothing like that. If that's how you roll, that's how you roll. But then they say that's the culture. I heard a white person tell me sagging is black people's culture. Who the hell told her that? Where did that even come from? That's all the prison system. So, hey, my name is Corey Checkmate Palmer. That's my topics. You know what I mean? I'm going to break it down a little bit more. Please tune in. I will show this video on the podcast. If you're not on the podcast, it is on my page. If not, go on YouTube, put in Truth and Facts, make a space, and then put in Checkmate. You'll see me pop up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please leave your comments because I will respond, and I love it when people comment. So, y'all have a good night. Enjoy your life. Stay safe. And tell that black man, when he doing something stupid, wake up. Good night, y'all.